Hi everybody. We are at my in-laws house and this is the backyard. You can actually see the fields that the neighbor is going to grow tobacco in. The old barn, the tobacco barn. And this is their house. That's their building. I was just going to show you my garden because we don't really have land for our own garden. So we have to use part of their land. That's the garage. The garage is bigger than the house. This patch right here, we're going to be putting zucchini and cucumber in. But it's supposed to have frost advisory tonight, so everything's being covered. There's Crazy Bandit. He's crazy. There's our strawberry fields that's being covered right now. And they're flowering, so a lot of blossom is on there. So we're going to be making a lot of strawberry shortcake this year. And then I want to show you the garden right here, which is where we will grow our green beans and radish, green bell peppers, sweet peppers. What else did we grow? Sugar snap peas, snow peas, and tomatoes, a ton of tomatoes. These are the starter tomato plants, and we're covering those up too. And then I want to show you this. There's Bandit again. This is my father-in-law's knockout roses. They're really, really beautiful. And if you can see this whole structure right here, my father-in-law does concrete work, and he's amazing at it. He's like the concrete engineer person. These were his dogs, Mandy and Brandy, who passed away a few years ago, so they have little headstones and stuff. And this one, of course, this one is Bandit. He's crazy, like I said. He's the dog that, if you remember a video from a while back, during Halloween, he was licking on Logan. Here's Oscar's stone. If you can see a picture of it, this is Oscar Wiener. He was a wiener dog that, I think he was like 18 years old when he finally died. And then right underneath this little bench, they're getting a stone for the two cats that are buried here. But Rocky is here and China's here. So they have headstones for their dogs, which I don't blame them. If my animal passed away, I would want a marker to remember them by too. And I want to show you. See, this whole area is just really, really beautiful. It's just very rural and country and quiet. It's really cold also. I want to show you this area right here. See, this whole area, just imagine having chairs. So we had white chairs all lined up over here about 5 years ago with their deer, their concrete deer, whatever they are. See? There's a different view of the garage. And then, see, just notice that, imagine there were all kinds of chairs over here. And then you get to the wishing well. And imagine that there are roses and all kinds of flowers adorning the wishing well. That's where Sean and I got married 5 years ago. July 31st, 2005, that's when we got married. And we got married out here with a pastor, and the guests are sitting where I showed you earlier. And that's when we exchanged our vows. And right in the middle of exchanging our vows, a June bug fell on my arm, which scared the crap out of me. I'm like looking at Sean, thinking, you know, get it off me, trying not to cry and trying not to scream. And he's laughing at me, so finally he flicked it off my arm. And that's when I knew he was a keeper, because he took a June bug off my arm. And, you know, if you can fart in front of your husband, that means he's a keeper. So, I guess I should edit that out, but I don't know if I will or not. There's Bandit again. We're just gonna walk back to the house. But anyway, I just wanted to show you the little subdivision that I live in. One of these days I'm going to do a video on the town we live in. It's called Falmouth, Kentucky. But I don't know if I will or not because, you know, if you walk in downtown Falmouth, it looks like something from the 50s or the 60s where everything just, you know, like the time just stood still and nothing really progressed since then. And I was hoping that, you know, they would be able to do something with the town where the economy would pick up, but I don't think it ever will. It's just a very, you know, quiet little town. Everybody lives here, but they go elsewhere to work. So that's about it for now. I'll do a little vlog later.